Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 2. A couple things have happened in between last you saw me and this episode, including me trying to record this about 3,000 times. You may notice I have no mouse cursor, or more accurately, that's the mouse cursor I should have. It took me a very long time to figure out what was happening there. But it turns out there is a key setting in Oni that is not actually listed in the game controls for toggling whether or not you can see the mouse. And unfortunately, it is Alt F12, which coincidentally is very close to the keystroke I use, Control Alt F12, to toggle recording off and on. So somehow I was sitting here, every time I would turn the recording on, my mouse would disappear. And I gotta tell you, this game without a mouse, not easy to play. Anyway. Enough of all that. The other thing I will mention is when I loaded up the game, I added a mod for just a system clock. I used to have a system clock tool that's, just like an alarm clock thing, but it was taking up basically a quarter of the screen up in the top right here, and it was really quite annoying because I couldn't see resources or any of this stuff. So in putting this in, I noticed that every single one of my mods had helpfully disabled itself. Which is exciting. I have no idea why it did that. I don't know if that's a Steam thing or an Oni thing. Either way, I had noticed it last time simply because, for example, if I had tried to build something on top of a plant, I had a mod here, and you'll see that where it's set to dig that up, and it wasn't doing it. So clearly, all my mods had broken. But anyway, we're back now. We're all good. So let's pick up right where we left off. I will put the speed on nice and low. I have also updated the sound, the audio balance, so hopefully it is good. Do let me know in the comments if it's now too loud or if it's still too quiet, but I think it should be okay. So where we left off, Stinky had just researched the basics of food, which we're going to get going here. These are temporary. I'm going to build actual farm tiles later, but I just want something growing so they have some food. On the subject of farm tiles, we do want to get back in the research here. So the farm tiles are there, but I'm actually starting to wonder... No, we'll do these first, but then I was thinking we want to get into the advanced science, so I think we will do that. Well, we'll do the farm tile first, then we'll get the advanced science going. I think that will help. Right, cool, let's go. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the series so far. If you are enjoying the series, please do leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that happy YouTube stuff. It really does help. Alright, so Stinky's researching. You're still digging. You're digging down here. When you're done that, I think I'm going to want you to dig up next. I think that's the next direction we're going to go. Could go more left or right, but I think I want to go up next. I'm going to let you finish digging down here a little bit and see if anything's happening. And that's got to be the we just got out of our biome achievement, right? Yes. So we have officially, as of that piece of ladder, exited the home biome. And apparently we need a better digger, so... Okay. Guess that solves that question. Yes, we are definitely now moving on up. Let's go, gosh, I don't know, maybe there? That should be tons of work for our poor dears. I already do have a lot of other work going, so maybe I should just let them go for a bit instead of giving them new orders. I do have a tendency to do that in Oni. I'll give them so much stuff to do, nothing ever gets done. And yes, I theoretically could mess around with priorities and kind of lean them in one direction or another, but I really try to avoid doing that because I don't want to get into priority creep, because that is a big problem that happens, especially on later colonies. In order for anything to get done, you pretty much have to call it a priority 8 or 9 and just nothing happens otherwise. Alright, let's speed this up a bit. And that completes cycle 2. I guess I should also, one thing I should have them build is, do I want a diffuser or a terrarium? That's a good question. They're both very helpful. Which one is better? You give us 40 oxygen for 30 algae. You give us 500 for 550. But you take power. Oh, you take water. We don't have water yet. Diffuser it is. Let's just plunk that down anywhere temporarily. Sure, over there. Again, very temporary. Oh, yeah, it's just going to tell us that we're soon going to be getting more stuff here. That's cool. Alright, meal prep is done. So now we can actually put in our mess tables, and I can actually start an actual proper farm. Which I guess I should do. Why did I think I had no water? Wow. Can you tell I'm frazzled after all fighting with the computer pretty much all afternoon? I started, it's now 20 after 3. I started the first recording here just after 1 p.m. So I was at it near about 2 hours. So yeah, I'm a little frazzled. Just a little bit though. Alright, where do I want my dining hall and where do I want my farm? Let's say I wanted the dining hall here. It seems like a good spot. This will help make it an actual room. I don't know how big I'm going to make it yet, but let's get it at least... Okay, so there's lots of stuff for me to do. I should start doing stuff instead of just talking about doing stuff. Right, so furniture we want right off the bat, a couple of mess tables. We'll start with 3 for now. We'll give them a water cooler. I probably will end up disabling it so they don't waste water. Just having a water cooler is good enough. You don't actually have to do anything with it. But we'll let them build that. How big did the mess hall need to be? 12 to 64. Perfect. Already well within spec. So later on I can expand that, but that will do for the time being. In the meantime, we also have... Oh, sorry, that wasn't it done. That was it starting. And that was this one being done. Wow, I am lost today, guys. Please go easy on me in the comments. Alright, so we'll let you continue working on that. We'll let you work on that. Where shall my farm be? Maybe I'll actually turn this into a farm. Rip all this out. In which case this was a total waste of building. Because they've barely done it. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to do it. Forget it. We're just going to skip all this. Sorry guys, but I changed my mind. Poor dears had barely finished doing the job, and I've already told them to stop doing it. Yes. That one stays. So, what do we do? We're going to do farm tiles. Say about that many for now. And again, we'll make this be an actual room. I guess I have to wait for you to disassemble that before I can put the door in, but that's fine. We can handle that. And there. Oh yeah, this is the other mod I put in. It pauses automatically on printables, so I never have to, you know, remember to pause and jump over to it. And it will never get too far behind because it will happen right away. Okay, so what do you have for us today? More food might not be a bad idea. You're already decent. I don't really want another dupe yet, though. And it might be too early, but I mean, come on. That is snazzy. But I better be responsible and take the food. As much as I would much prefer the purple polyester suit, we're going to go with the food. It breaks my heart to do it. I'm sure it'll come back around, or if it comes right down to it, we can always build or craft our own clothes later. I guess the other thing we better get going at some point is we need a spot for actual storage. I don't have any storage bins at all yet. Temporarily, I'm just going to plug a couple here. Again, very temporary. But we should have at least some storage going somewhere. That is a fascinating order on how you decided which ones to do first, which ones to do last. I'm not angry, I just don't get it. Okay, so I think at first we're going to want, well, we probably want a bit of both, but we're going to start just with some meal seed off the bat. Because that we have more of, and we don't have any lights yet. I could get into the decor research and get us some lights, but we're not there yet. And I don't have branching, of course. I can't trick this shine bug over there, which would be the other way of kind of cheating ourselves some light. But so for now, we'll just do mealwood. That'll be fine. That would work better if there's actually room for it to give off some oxygen. Although having said that, they haven't even built it yet, so yeah, there's that. Okay, so there is our supercomputer. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Where are we going to plunk this? I guess here for now. It's a terrible spot for it, but again, like all permanent things, it's temporary. Other than that, we're not going to worry about any of this other stuff, I don't think. I don't actually know what that mini pod is. Is that a DLC thing, or is that just something I'm forgetting? Oh, it's to create a new printing pod on an asteroid. Oh, very cool. I'm not going to be needing that anytime soon, but that's cool that that's there. Okay. Let them get some stuff done. I'm not going to put in any new research yet, because I'd like Stinky to help out with some of the building. In particular, building himself a computer. And we'll just let them do their thing. Okay. There we go. Alright, things are looking much better already. Be looking even better if they would actually build this. Let's get in here to get some access to some of this. Plus it gives me a little bit more copper. Early on copper, actually really for quite a while, copper is so important. Even long before you get into the refined stuff, just anything you want in a metal, it's almost always going to be copper for a long, long time. Let's get some more of that. Because that might have been what was stopping here. I should actually check, but that might have been what was stopping here. But we definitely have copper now. And let's do that. Oink. Awesome. Oh, I didn't even notice this. We're never going to have a composter until we get a better digger. Right. I don't remember seeing if anyone had... Yeah, nobody's got skill points yet, so what we're going to do is we are just going to forgo all that for now, and we'll plunk in the composter right beside the toilets. Try not to think about what it's going to smell like over there. Okay. Now we want pretty much everything in here, except I don't really want... Actually, I don't really want anything like slime or anything, but I guess for now I don't really have a choice. I don't have anywhere else to put it. So I think for now this is going to be everything. But that will change. For now I just want some basic storage. So we have somewhere to drop stuff off, should they ever have time to actually do any sweeping. Which currently is probably not. And you can't even do that research anyway, because I don't have a skill point. That's fine. Not a problem. Okay, but you are mostly caught up. That digging's going well, so I think we're going to be okay. Speaking of downtime, actually, one of the other mods I should show you real quick here is a really neat one called Finish Up. Basically what that's going to tell them is they can finish any job they're in the middle of, but not to start any new ones. It's not so big a deal early on when, of course, everything's pretty close, but much later on when you have dupes doing work way far away from the food and sleeping spots. A lot of times they'll just abandon what they're doing to come back and do their sleeping. This tells them, you know, they have a bit of time, they can finish that stuff up, and if they don't have anything to do, they can start heading back early, and therefore be much less likely to miss out on that time, which is awesome. Okay, we'll let them sleep, and I will decide on some more research. Maybe we'll get lights, actually, which is in decor. Yeah, let's do that. Get some lights, and then we'll be able to put in better food. Excellent. Okay. And I wanted to disable that so they don't keep filling it up with water. It's just a complete and total waste of water. Just having it in the room is plenty sufficient. There's absolutely no reason to actually use up that water. Yeah, we don't need a skill scrubber yet. I'm not sure if I will ever build a crafting station. They only make the oxygen masks, and unless something goes terribly wrong, you should never really need them. By the time you need to be worrying about, you know, going out in horrible environments, you probably have spacesuits, so, or should have spacesuits. So, and the oxygen mask just gives them air. It does not help them at all with temperature or anything. So, I don't see a whole lot of points of that. So I'm probably not going to build it. We are definitely nowhere near that. We'd have to dig way up here to see the top of the asteroid, which we're nowhere near yet. I will click on it just so this thing knows that I've seen it. Just because these little exclamation marks bug me. Okay, here we go. Ceiling lights. What I guess I could do, I could have a row of the mealwood and then a row of the bristles. That's an option. Or 52 tiles. Which one was room? Room was 11. I might go up to 96. Okay, so yeah, what we'll do then, I'm just going to plunk in some more farm tiles. Let's say about that many. And then we'll give them some lights. Literally just had it, and I've already forgotten where they are. Good job. Okay, so... oh, that's a huge area. Excellent. So we'll say one there. Probably one about there, so should be tons. This one's unnecessary, but we'll put it in anyway in case I ever switch over the crops. And I might, you never know. Whim sometimes strikes me. Horribly ugly, and I hate that. I don't really like that either, but it's slightly better. Oh yeah, then there's stairs. It was another mod I added. Instead of ladders, you'd have the option for stairs. They are less of a penalty on decor. And I think they're a little bit faster. At least up. Maybe not so much down, but definitely, they're probably not faster down than the fire poles that we don't have yet. The one thing I'm not sure we can... well, we have a lot of copper. I don't know, we'll think about it. That's more a decor thing than really a functional thing, so... I normally do this, I'm sure I mentioned it in the last episode, I do it this way with the 3 gaps in between rooms. One for a fire pole, one for the ladder, and then an open spot initially for airflow, and it also makes it easier later. It gives you a spot to put in your tubes. Then once the tubes are in, you can get rid of the ladder, or excuse me, well, actually the ladder as well. But you can get rid of the fire pole, and that gives you more airflow. So, okay, we actually have skill point. Catalina, you are our digger, right? Yes. Congratulations, you now will know how to dig. So, watch her get her hat, because I find this little animation absolutely adorable. Just that little happy clap. I don't know. I just love it. This is absolutely one of my favorite games. It's just too cute for words. Yes, now we can start digging into this stuff finally, which is great. That also means we can get down here a little bit. Hey, natural gas. That'll be helpful later. Can't say as I like that too much. Do I have no algae, or are you just not getting to it? Okay, brief pause. That's quite important. We are very low on air. Life support is maintaining these, right? Yes. So somebody... In fact, you know what? Let's just have everybody kind of... In fact, you know what? For now, let's make that super important. Please, somebody. Or are you going to seriously wait until... Yeah, I did it too late in the day. Now they're going to wait until the morning to do it. Well, fair enough. In that case, it's going to be a rough night of not very easy breathing, guys. But, as they say, it is completely and 100% self-inflicted, so I don't really feel bad about it. What I should do, now that we do definitely have water, let's get a wash basin in for this temporary bathroom. Hey, Stinky's got a point. You are the researcher. So you are going to research. But again, that'll be in the morning. He'll come get his hat, and then he can actually start on advanced research, which is awesome. And there's one for Gene as well. So everybody got a skill point all pretty close together. That is fantastic. Gene, you were the constructor. Congratulations, have a hat. And we'll watch these guys get their hats, and then I think we'll wrap it up for today. There you go, Catalina, super happy. And Stinky, super happy. Awesome. Well, on that happy note, I think we're going to call it there. So thanks to everyone for joining me today. If you're liking the series so far, please do leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any feedback, especially things like audio balance, because like I say, I was messing with that earlier, please do let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all in the future. Have a good one. Bye.